brought to you by the city of Marinette. And I have a office studio filled, well, as much as I can fill it, with four individuals from the HYC. And today we're going to talk about how much fun can you have in Marinette and Menominee without drugs and alcohol, right? So, who can tell me what can you do in our communities without drugs and alcohol? Who wants to go first? I think you can go first.
Okay, right to me. The school year-round has things, sporting events going on. Menominee always has a constant need for community support at all of our games. We love seeing the stands full. All of us here are athletes, so something like that, having people fill up the stands, it helps a lot. It brings an energy to our teams. Yeah. We play better when there's a larger crowd. I think coming to our sporting events at high school is a really big thing. It helps a lot, and it brings people together too.
Definitely brings a community together. How about you?
We have a really nice golf course here. I mean, golfing's fun to do, even if you're not good at it. It's just something to do, get outside. It's fun.
Right.
In the winter, there's not as much to do, but I would say going shopping in Marinette, maybe going out to eat with your friends, sledding, playing in the snow sometimes if we get it. But in the summer, I think there's so much fun things to do, just like say even walking on First Street, going to the beach, just even hang out outside. There's a lot of outdoor activities that we can do here.
Yes, and there's a splash pad that's coming this summer to Marinette at the Civic Center.
So, that's really fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun too. So just another thing to do. How about you?
And other things like that are like even going to the gym, like the little things, like the movies even. Or like the bowling alley.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Glow in the dark at 9.
Oh, yeah. That was always fun. Yeah, we used to do that. And do they do it where you get a special pin, and if you hit the pin down, you win a prize?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we used to do that up north. It was really fun. And you would either win like a pizza or a free game or whatever it was, but still. Anyways. So, what other things, like how do you tell your friends that maybe they are doing drugs to not do it and have a healthier lifestyle? Have you run into that? Or what would you say to them?
Maybe you wouldn't have to say anything. I would just like distract them with other things.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And I think that most of the people we all surround ourselves with are also athletes. So it's more to focus on your game, like focus on doing what you need to do and just not other things, which I think also being an athlete really helps you stay away from that stuff because you're always so busy. Like you're just very distracted and you wouldn't even have time.
Right. That makes sense. How about you?
Maybe just encouraging like your friends to go out and do other activities, finding other distractions, like Gianna said. Yeah. Really.
Well, first of all, it's a slippery slope. It's easy for someone to get stuck in that. So number one, being there for them.
Yeah.
A lot of the time you'll see people our age that are getting addicted to drugs and alcohol. It's because they're feeling alone.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a sense of companionship with really very many people going on. So being there for someone is really important. Trying to, like she said, distract them, keep their mind off of it. It's going to help them slowly get through that, but it's not going to be an easy thing to stop, especially with our developing brains. It's easy for that to take over and become something that it's all they can think about. It's really easy for someone to change in a very short amount of time.
It is. It's very, very easily. My uncle left home when he was 16 and hitchhiked all the way to Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, wow.
And along the way, he learned how to huff. He learned all sorts of drugs, and he was an alcoholic. So when he returned home, and now in his 60s, barely has any brain cells left. He's on a gazillion different medications, and he's not that person that he used to be. So, and that's a lifetime of use So
The lasting effects from drugs and
Oh, yeah.
alcohol, especially starting at a
Definitely.
young age, like kids are now, it's becoming easier and easier for kids to get them at a young age, especially with the new buildings coming in.
Yep.
It's becoming just more and more accessible for everybody.
Right.
So making it easier for the kids to get, it's going to have a lasting effect that's going to continue to build more buildings like that because they're creating more addiction at a young age.
Right.
I mean, you even will look at some of the packaging. It's built
It's geared towards-
it's geared
Yep.
toward children.
Yep.
The
Teenagers,
pastel
even
pink
adults,
colors.
some
I
adults,
mean,
yeah.
it's geared
Pretty
towards children.
stuff. Now, last question before we sign off. What would you like the listeners to know about your, I guess your cause or your cause for drugs and alcohol, like stopping that with your friends, or if you see someone who is engaging in drugs and alcohol, what would you tell them?
Our real message is that we're trying to stop this before it becomes even more of an epidemic.
Okay.
It's becoming a problem already. It's becoming a problem all over the world. We're seeing the legalization of marijuana in a lot more states. It's going to become a problem all over the United States.
Right.
So we want to stop that before it happens. There's a reason that we didn't have it before.
Right.
It's because
Right.
we were doing just fine.
Exactly. Anybody else want to answer that, or?
Sure. Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Like, if you saw someone engaging in drugs and alcohol, what would you say to them?
Well, if they're a student around here, most schools do have an HYC program. So, and obviously we do not judge. Like, if you are there, but you want to join, that's great. And I think it's really encouraging for them to be a part of something like this. And there's many things that we do, like to find, we call it our natural highs, which like last year we made these like fun little videos like showcasing our natural highs, and it was like really funny, and it was played at basketball games, sporting events, and even just, I think last week we took a school-wide sledding trip.
Oh, yeah.
And we
yeah, I
all
heard
went
about that.
sledding, and it was just really fun.
Yeah.
No one was on their phones, and we were all just kind of enjoying each other.
Yeah.
And I just think there's so many other things that you can do.
Yeah, definitely. Did you want to?
And the last thing, I just wanted to share that you shouldn't have to change yourself to fit in.
Right.
And if you're like in that bad surrounding, just do your thing and just be yourself. And you shouldn't have to change yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. It doesn't change either as you get older. It's like it all stays the same. So words of wisdom for you, ladies and guys. So thank you for coming in. And, I think you guys should come back and talk about this some more. Definitely, because it is only getting worse. Doing the news and going to the court hearings and stuff, that's all it is. Drugs, meth, drug houses. So it is very important that, especially 7th and 8th graders now is the youngest that they're getting these drugs. So yeah, got to do something. But all right, guys, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for listening and watching.